Welcome everybody, my name is Misty slash Chronexia, and do you know what time it is? If you guessed anime of the week, you are correct, but it's also time for staying hydrated. With the heat wave we have gotten, it is the best time to get some drink on. So, with that being said, we are back again for another episode of Anime of the Week. If you're new to the party, let me tell you how it works. We go on the website called myanimelist.net, pick 10 anime at random, with a recipe we've installed on our computer. It's not a default feature. If you want to add it, swing by our Discord server. We tell you how to do it. It's very simple. There's a few steps, but you'll figure it out. You're smart. So, that being taken care of, let's go ahead and begin our very first draft for this week. It is going to be an exciting one. I can feel it inside my bones. We're going to get Bone Studio. No, I don't know. We're going to go ahead and the first one we are going to get is Bloom Into You. Exciting choice. Yes, absolutely. Bloom Into You is a lesbian anime, which is always a winner. Yuri is the most delectable stuff. So, beyond the girl kissing another girl theme that you got going on in this anime, it is actually very deep. It has a lot of modern takes on the homosexuality theme that it has going on. A lot of people like it, rightfully so. It's an incredible show with just the right amount of fan service, but it remains tasteful, so you don't have to worry about that. It has not been done by Bone Studio. That's my goal for today. Finding one show that's been made by Bones. We'll see. Maybe we'll be lucky enough. So, yeah, that was our first draw. Way to kick it off with a great start. Let's get another one. Your number 2 draw for this week is going to be just as strong as the first one. We are gonna go. I take it back. I take it all the way back. Kenja no Mago, which is also in English Wise Man's Grandchild, is. Look, I like the character design. It's an isekai anime, but just for the sake of being an isekai anime, it doesn't really why am I here? We don't know. You're just here, and you're super powerful, so have fun with that. It feels like it's a fanfiction made by a teenager. Can't really recommend it all that much. It's just another one in the sea of isekais we get, so I don't know. Get it if you're a sucker for isekai, otherwise, there's better ones. Have you seen The Rising of the Shield Hero? Because that's a dumpster fire I can get behind. Totally can. Next one! Let's go number 3! Number 3 is going... The three girl, yeah, primary colors. You know them. Red, blue, and yellow. So, Mitsuboshi Color is actually a very endearing, cute girl doing cute thing together. Kind of in the same wake as Nan Biori or Is the Order a Rabbit. It's just that kind of moe cute stuff that you get. The girls go through towns and they play games or they go to the zoo and stuff like that. If you're looking for a show you might not have seen that's still pretty good, this is one of them. Let's go to number 4. The number 4 of this week. For the most part, I feel like we are on a better side for this week right now. And that's gonna bring back the balance down a little more. Seiren is a thing we call omnibus format. If you're not familiar with the term, omnibus format is essentially every episode or a few couple of episodes is dedicated to one particular arc or whichever word you want to use for that. Basically, it's like a tiny segment, and the next few episodes, it's like this very part never happened. It's basically taking a visual novel and going through all of the routes, except kind of condensed, and basically it's a different girl every time. So there's an appeal for that, but at the same time, it also leaves very few development potential for each characters because as soon as you're done with her, then move on to another girl. There's an audience for it. I don't condone it. It's just for some people, I don't really like it. It's harem-ish and also like kind of romantic, but at the same time, what's the point of like getting attached to a girl if you're just gonna ditch her to get another one? It's not for me. Some people like it. Other type of animes that are made in omnibus format that I can think of on top of my head is Yosuga no Sora, and I think the other one was called Furukano. I think so. I think that one was also in omnibus format. So beyond that, Seiren is cute. It has great visuals and kind of uneventful because, like I said, every girl's kind of dropped after her arc is done. So depends if it's for you or not. Number 5, Too Good, Too Bad. Let's see where we go from here. Number 5 is... Oh, that's a bra moment right there. That's a big bra moment. Bruh. Death Parade is a fascinating anime. Look, over 800,000 people have seen it, and it has a horrific score. Death Parade is outstanding. Here's the thing. Before this anime got released, there was another anime by a similar title called Death Billiards, and it is basically an alternative version. Back then, not a lot of people had seen it, and I was a pretty big advocate for it, actually. So when they actually made Death Parade, I didn't know the two were related. I was like, this is just like Death Billiards. And, well, turns out they're basically the same thing. Now's a really good time to pick it up. It's super short too, like 12 episodes. It's gonna be done in like a day or two, depending on how busy you are on it. So yeah, no, I highly recommend this one. Super good. Number 6, are you ready for more? Do you really want more? We're going back on the good side now, so let's see if we can keep it this way. No. That's gonna be enough for me, dog. Ueno-san. Look, how clumsy you are, Miss Ueno, is a very particular kind of humor. It's a bit wacky. It's heavily sexual. I mean, you don't see anything naked or stuff like that. It's more about like the joke being kind of innuendos and like on the cover, as you see here, you see up her skirt and it's a galaxy. That's the kind of comedy you can expect. An anime I can kind of... It's basically Takagi-san meets Seitokai Yakuindamo. Number 7, it's funny how it's like one good, one bad, one good, one bad. So technically, we should get another good one here. So let's find out. Ask and ye shall deliver. Oh, dude. If you have not caught up to like Season 3 Part 2 by now, they just went full circle. My friend Giga made an outstanding video about like Attack on Titan, so if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you check it out. But jeez, it's so good now. I can't wait what they're gonna do with like Season 4, because it's gonna be the last season from what I've been told, and I just want to see how they're all gonna wrap it up, because they've been planning things, they've been foreshadowing stuff since the very beginning, and that in my book is tremendously good writing. And yeah, no, Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2, they made like a bunch of cool reveals. They finally got back to the basement, so it's not a spoiler. I mean, they were gonna get there eventually, so you get to actually see what's inside of it, and so many good things happens. Also, Historia, come on, man. Historia's got that big dick energy, man. So good, so good. I like it so much. Number 8, we're going back to a garbage show, so let's see what we're gonna get. No, actually, I take it back. I take it back. Tsurezure Children is actually outstanding. Look, remember what I said about like Seiren being like kind of an individual anime? Tsurezure Children kind of is like that, but instead you have like a bunch of various couple dynamics, like a guy and a girl that try to bond. Like there's a confession, and then there's like a bunch of things that just kind of feel like bite-sized romance, where you can just have like a good feel for all the characters. They all feel like they're genuine interaction that would happen, and they're not like forced or anything like that. And the fact they're all condensed in tiny segments that are almost like skit-like, and then you go back to them, is very approachable. Cool balance so far. It's turning into a really good week, so I'm okay with getting anything at this point. So yeah, give me a... We haven't seen a hentai in forever, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe we're gonna... That's not one, and... Look, Arifureta is an anime that's currently airing. I don't really have much of an opinion on it because honest to God, I haven't started watching it, so I can't really tell you much about the story itself. From what I've been told, it's about another generic isekai. The characters seem like they were fun, but since there's like just a few episodes, I told myself I'm gonna be waiting on it until there was a little bit more that I can binge all at once, because it doesn't pique my interest enough for me to actively follow it. Right now this season I'm watching Fire Force, which is amazing. Maki is best girl. And Dr. Stone. I'm also watching Hensuki, but not for the right reason. And what's the other one I'm following? Sonan Desu Ka. Yeah, those are like the core ones that I'm keeping up with as soon as they're released. And then there's a bunch like Vinland Saga that I just want to binge once it's done, and stuff like that. So yeah, Arifureta is just whatever. It's not for me, but maybe some people like it. And we are gonna wrap this episode with the last one for this week, which is bruh. Oh yeah. Oh, please let me talk about this one again. If you haven't been following my channel for the longest time, I am like 6-7 inch deep in the throat when it comes to sucking this anime's dick. So, Cells at Work is an episodic anime about biology / medical / yeah, I mean it's cells that are been personified, and it's a comedy, and you got the cute little girls that are just like that. Everyone has a job, and they portray it in such a terrific... I made an entire video just talking about Cells at Work, so if you want to see more details about it, check out that video. It's in a year old maybe. I made it when it came out, so yeah, 2018. It's a terrific show. We got so many good ones. Yeah, Cells at Work is one of my all-time favorite. It's so good, and they're announced a season 2, which I'm super pumped to see more of it. So yeah, no, just keep pouring. 1,000 episodes, I will watch it. So. So this wraps up all 10 of our entries, but as you know it, we are not quite done. As I like to do, and as you like to see, here is the least recommended to most recommended that I am going to do, because you guys kind of like to know like which one I prefer to the next one. So putting at number 10, Arifureta, just because I haven't seen it and I don't really have an opinion on it at the moment. So if you like it and you despise the fact I put it in number 10, just know it's because I haven't seen it yet. So yeah. Number 9, I'm going to put Seiren for 2 reasons. First off, I kind of talked about it, I touched upon it like earlier. The omnibus format is just not really the kind of thing I enjoy. But also because we got Tsurezure Children, which is like just a better version of that thematic. So if you want a good romantic anime that we got this season, well, this week, Tsurezure Children is a much definitely better one. Number 8, I'm gonna put How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ueno, just because it's not really bad. It's just I don't know. It depends on your taste, really. Number 7, we are gonna put Kenjano Mago. Again, fan fiction about an overpowered character in a isekai world. We've seen one, we've seen 1,000. It just doesn't have anything unique to it. It just feels like a copy paste. So yeah, I don't really enjoy it all that much. Number 6, Mitsuboshi Colors. We're starting to get into the actual good ones now. If you want something that's moe, cute, and kind of uplifting, Mitsuboshi Colors is a great one. Number 5, we're gonna put Tsurezure Children, which again, I cannot stress this enough. It is an outstanding show, but we got like so many good ones that I gotta bump him all the way like to number 5. Number 4, Bloom Into You. Again, a very rich thematic about homosexuality, especially if you have that appeal for Yuri stuff. It's in there. So yeah, no, beyond like just being fan service, it actually has good morals and content into it. Number 3, I'm gonna put Cells at Work because despite of how much I love it, the other two are just so much more accessible and just well beloved from everyone that I feel like these would be more recommendable. But Cells at Work, they confirm me, very, very deep in the throat. Dick sucking. This is super deep, so I like it a lot, and you should definitely consider watching it. Number 2, Death Parade, because again, it's a classic, modern classic, and Attack on Titan. I mean, I don't even have to sing its praises. This is the best thing ever made. Well, I mean, I feel like Attack on Titan is exactly the same thing as Fullmetal Brotherhood. Well, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was when it came out. People didn't realize how much of a classic it was going to be until it was done, and like 10 years later, people still talk about it as being like the best anime ever made. So Attack on Titan, I mean, people already know it's amazing, but go back to go ahead in 20 years in the future, and people are going to talk about how Attack on Titan changed the whole aspect of anime as we know it today. So, a great show. A great show if you haven't seen it. Step onto it. So this is it. We got a big chunk of good shows this week, so if you've been looking for new stuff to watch while you wait, like me, for the seasonal anime, because again, I'm gonna make a video on them. I'm still waiting. There's some shows that just haven't reached the 3 episodes threshold that I need to talk about them, so I haven't forgot. I'm gonna get to it. Just get off my back, man. I'm trying so hard. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this episode of Attack on Titan. that was the whole episode. So yeah, Anime of the Week. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up, and I will catch you next week with another one if you like it as much. And until then, you have a safe one, and I'll see you guys next time.
Through the hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.